Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Park of Forgotten Disney. Once upon a time, there was a video that was released on July 4th, 2012. It started off successful, but it was soon plagued with hateful comments, such as, I quote, "Fix your mic, you fag. Get that lollipop out of your mouth." So now, 2 years later, I will try to redeem this video. Remake it, as you will. So sit back and enjoy Park of Forgotten Disney America Sings the Remake. Yeah. Just do the remake. Remake 1. Let's begin on September 9th, 1973, because on that day, the Carousel of Progress closed in Disneyland, so it could move to Disney World. So, with the Carousel Theater closed, Disney needed to make something. So, to celebrate America's bicentennial, Disney decided to make an attraction about America. This caused Disney to make America Sings, which opened on June 29th, 1974, in Tomorrowland. For some reason. America Sings was a show of talking animals singing classical tunes in comedic, dramatic, and fanciful ways. Unlike the Carousel of Progress, the show would rotate counterclockwise, with Carousel of Progress rotating clockwise. The host of the show was Sam the Eagle. No, not that one. Not that one either. Okay, that one's not even named Sam. There he is. Thank you, video editor. I'm the video editor. But frankly, I prefer Sam was voiced by Burl Lives, and partnered with Sam was an owl voiced by Sam Edwards that was rumored to be named Ollie. Together, they will be going to the deep south. Then they will be heading west. In the gay 90s, to modern times, which were the 70s and mid-80s, ending with a brief epilogue. On their voyage, they would face geese, crocodiles, hens, porcupines, coyotes, weasels, and many other animals singing their songs to us, including songs like Yankee Doodle Dandy, Pop Goes the Weasel, Count 10 Races, Home on the Range, Ta-Ra-Ra Boom Die, and Singing in the Rain. These animals were actually based on the abandoned Disney animated project about a rooster named Chanticleer. This is because of how reminiscent the designs are to each other. Well, it makes sense though, because both the designs and the characters from America Sings were made by Mark Davis. The show consisted of 6 rooms, each featuring one of the dates and places as previously mentioned, with the intro and epilogue loading and unloading the guests, respectively. During the rotations, the lights were turned off, with different covers of Yankee Doodle then being played. Also, during each act, Pop Goes the Weasel would play once. All the songs in the show were conducted and picked out by composer Norman Buddy Baker, who also composed The Haunted Mansion and previous topic from the show, If You Had Wings. Now here is some very sad news. On June 8th, 1974, almost a week after America Sings opened, it became America Kills. Deborah Garestone, an 18-year-old cast member who was working as a hostess to get people in the seats, walked through a dangerous narrow channel between the building wall and the rotating wall around 11 p.m. This was an unfortunate mistake because the room then began spinning. An audience member from adjacent theater soon notified another cast member of high-pitched screams. But other people in the audience didn't care, thinking it was some joke of the show. The ride was then shut down, and it was discovered that Stone had been crushed to death between the walls. This sad death caused Disney to close the ride for 2 days, and to add a feature which would notify operators if someone got too close to the area. Later on, the walls became breakaway to ensure no more deaths of this kind. In 1986, 2 geese, one from each of the Geese Quartet, were removed from the attraction and had their skin taken off and their heads replaced. And they became the gruesome, morbid seductive droids from Star Wars Tourist Q. They are still in the attraction, and one of them sings a song as a reference to the attraction, which was "I've been working on the railroad all the livelong day," modified to "I've been working on the same droid all the livelong day." The departure caused the geese to turn into a trio, but wouldn't it have been a little creepy that a member of your quartet was mysteriously taken away and had their skin taken off and their heads replaced? Yeah, messed up. Sadly, here's our end. On April 10th, 1988, due to low attendance, America Sings closed down. And in its place lay a sign with Mickey saying, "Sorry, we're closed to imagine a brand new attraction." That's my Mickey impression. After America Sing closing, the animals had to be destroyed. Or did they? In fact, they were transferred as ragtime animals into the e-ticket attraction, Splash Mountain, for both Disneyland and Disney World. Unfortunately, while most of the animals were moved, Sam and Ollie were not, and were reportedly recycled. However, the rock and roll stork at the end is now used as a final exam for training animatronic programmers. So what would replace America Sings, you may ask? Well, during Michael Eisner's Disney Decade, he proposed an audio animatronic show about aliens, which, to be fair, has more to do with Tomorrowland than singing American birds. The show would be called Pluck 2's Fantastic Intergalactic Revue, and would be part of the planned revamp of Tomorrowland called Tomorrowland 2055, which would have revamped Tomorrowland into a cooler place. But 2055 never followed through, so Pluck 2 never saw the light of day. Other ideas include an animation-type show, where in each room you would learn about animation and or get to see some very famous Disney films. Also, another idea would have been just a port in Epcot show, most likely Horizons. Lastly, 10 years after America Sings closure, after using the attraction as office space, something finally replaced America Sings. The attraction was a copy of Epcot's Innovations. And to honor America Sings, hidden secretly in the mural was a silhouette of Sam and Ollie. Well, that's America Sings, and my first remake, and boy was it fun. Not really. After re-watching my old video, I just find it unbearable, horrible, tremendously terrible. God. All my videos from Muppets to now I can watch easily, but those first 5... They were either too short, not a lot of information, or just not good altogether. So, now it's time to remake the other 5. 4, 3, 9, I don't know. 7, let's just say 7. No, it's actually 4. And as I think of this, for some reason, I keep thinking of Tomorrowland 2055. I just wonder...
Yes, folks, Yankee Doodle remembers when, to make these songs ring true, people came from every land to mix these tunes for you. So we should all remember, as history moves along, that everything is better now, 'cause someone wrote a song. Yankee Doodle, sing it up, oh Yankee Doodle dandy. Mind the music and the words, and with the songs be handy. Yankee Doodle always says the past is just a start. Tomorrow will bring songs to you that come straight from the heart. Another thing he had to say was life is just a song. So everybody get in tune and let's all sing along. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot